What is your name and what is your job?
My name is Andrew Steggall and I'm the director.
Why do you think the poem needs directions when all of the information is in the poem?
Well, that's a very good question. A poem is not written to be performed by large numbers of people with musicians. It was written to be read aloud by one person or read privately. So we are taking the poem, which was conceived for one particular form or medium, and we are converting it or adapting it to use in a different medium, which is dramatic, theatrical. And so we hope that the directions that I come up with and that the choreographer comes up with are derived from our response to the poem.
How are you going to make the bird in the play?
We're going to have many different sorts of birds, and for me and the creative team working on it, the bird, the albatross, is, as well as being an animal with wings, it's also a symbol for nature and the environment and poetry and Gaia, which is a word used to describe how the world is a single organism with its own harmonious structures and internal balance, and that we want to indicate that interpretation of the bird through various different physical gestures and through song. So initially we will see a flag flown from the roof of the Hayward Gallery and then comes to the Southbank and then possibly to the building over Waterloo, and the audience will just see a gesture of white fabric through the air which will suggest a wing of a bird. Then later possibly a small toy albatross will appear carried by a child, and then many children will have paper albatrosses, and then the dead ghosts of the albatross appear in the form of possibly an old lady and a young man who follow the mariner and who represent the spirit of the albatross and perhaps the message that the albatross brings to the story, which is the message that we shouldn't harm nature, we shouldn't shoot the bird, we should live in harmony with Gaia. And then throughout the rest of the piece we will mark with whiteness the children, so that the white feathers of the albatross become like tokens to remind people of that message.